Good morning, everybody, and welcome to day 6 of the God Hears Her devotional. Our scripture this morning is 1 Kings chapter 8, verses 54 through 63. So if you all are ready, let's get started. And the word says, when Solomon had finished all these prayers and supplications to the Lord, he rose from before the altar of the Lord, where he had been kneeling with his hands spread out towards heaven. He stood and blessed the whole assembly of Israel in a loud voice, saying, Praise be to the Lord, who has given rest to his people, Israel, just as he promised. Not one word has failed of all the good promises he gave us. He gave through his servant Moses. May the Lord our God be with us as he was with our ancestors. May he never leave us or forsake us. May he turn our hearts to him to walk in obedience to him and keep his commands, decrees, and laws he gave our ancestors. And may these words of mine, which I have prayed before the Lord, be near to the Lord our God, day and night, that he may uphold the cause of his servant and the cause of his people, Israel, according to each day's need, so that the peoples of the earth may know that the Lord is God and that there is no other. And may your hearts be fully committed to God, to live by his decrees and obey his commands as at this time. Then the king and all Israel with him offered sacrifices before the Lord. Solomon offered a sacrifice of fellowship offerings to the Lord, 22,000 cattle and 120,000 sheep and goats. 120,000 sheep and goats. So the king and all the Israelites dedicated the temple to the Lord. 1 second while I prepare the scripture summary, please. Our scripture summary this morning comes to us from 1 Kings chapter 8, verse 61. I wrote down, try your best to go all in with your faith in all situations. Now, for most of us, myself included, that's been extremely hard for me to do over the years because of different circumstances. I'm not going to name them because they're personal. But there was a time not so long ago where mine and God's relationship was not as solidified as it is now. And there was a time when I was just angry at him because I felt betrayed by him because of what had happened. And so there was a time when we did not talk. And I regret that now that I am an adult in a fully adult Christian belief. But at the time, I could have cared less. I'm not going to say it was a waste of time, but the thought of cracking open my Bible every morning before starting my day at the time seemed irrelevant and honestly pointless. But now I enjoy it because I get to share, but it's also part of my daily routine now. And this is now part of my daily routine until the end of time. It's something that's never, ever, ever going to change again. And the reason why I film this every day, number one, is to share it with you guys. And number two is to keep myself accountable. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I will see you guys on Thursday. Have a great day, everybody. Bye, y'all.